question is for AG Campbell. Beyond the legal battle, what are the potential short and long-term impacts of these funding cuts on public education in Massachusetts, particularly in regard to mental health services, special education, and underserved communities?
Thank you for the question. At least in this particular lawsuit for Massachusetts, it's $107 million that are at stake. And as I mentioned earlier, it goes to a wide array of educational services, mental health services included in that. When you think about after school programming, extracurricular activities, this helps a child in their mental health and well-being. When you think about what the instruction should look like with inter-school and individualized learning opportunities for our students, that includes mental health components. So it will devastate not only in the short term, but the long term effect of our school districts and local school districts and their collaborative organizations that they work with every single day. It will devastate their ability to provide these services. And as we saw in other funding lawsuits that had to do directly with behavioral health services, which are also our target for this federal administration, it is having an effect on even the human capital, school counselors, mental health clinicians that are at our schools. So there are separate cases too that are challenging the unlawful actions of this administration to cut resources, especially when it comes to the human capital that school districts need. And as we all know, we have a mental health epidemic, not just here in Massachusetts, but across the country, that will only be exacerbated if we're not able to continue to fund our school districts, relying not only on state resources, but federal resources. So we can certainly follow up, I think, with this local reporter with specific numbers as our Department of Education has gotten a handle on where these cuts will have an impact in the short term, but most importantly, the gaps that school districts will have to fill because of the chaos and uncertainty.